Hi, Cappies. We're going to give it some time for people to come in, but we are going to do a general collective message for the month of January for Capricorns. And so I just felt really guided to come out here, and I'm literally seeing a rainbow pop up on my table, which is a beautiful sign here because it was not there earlier. So Cappy, yes. Got some messages to deliver and share with you, right? I was guided to do this for each zodiac sign, but specifically Capricorn kept coming up first. So I was like, okay, I was trying to figure out if I was going to do earth signs and then, go into Cappy, but Source was like, no, you're going to do each individual sign. And so this is for my Cappies, whether it's sun, moon, rising, even Venus. I was hearing Venus talk. I know Venus is currently in the sign of Pisces, but Venus is going to be having a beautiful conversation on January 18 with Saturn. That's also in Pisces. And so that conversation, Saturn being the traditional ruler of Capricorn, that might be something that is here for you to receive as a message, being that I was hearing Venus energy as well. But of course, take what resonates. You don't have to have it in those placements. You can be watching for someone else, like a cross watcher, or the Capricorn part of your chart may have some sort of message for you, whether it's pertaining to generational health, generational wealth, longevity, fruition of longevity. Hi, I think I just said, hello, Sandra. I think I just said longevity twice, but soul contracts, it may be something with the body, maybe with your bones or something like that. Nonetheless, we all have Capricorn somewhere in our chart. And whether it's not with a planet, but it's ruling a certain area, a certain house in your chart. If you have some questions about that, feel free to ask me. But we're going to get into these messages. So I want to start with Ganesh. I was getting a strong connection with Kali. So divine dark mother goddess is a big energy right now for everyone in the collective, but especially for you right now, Capricorn, in this reading, at least those of you who felt called from source to be here, to get these messages, right? And so the divine mother Kali wants to remove something from the egoic mind, or from the pain body that you may have been attached to that is no longer serving you, so that you can liberate yourself into the fullness of your essence, the fullness of her essence, right? The fullness of divine mother essence, to balance out any imbalances, obstructions, whatever it may have you, remove any resistance or energies that's been hindering you from really tapping into your full divine feminine energies, whether you are male or female. This is not about gender. It is about the divine feminine essence, and it could be that there was an overstimulation of masculine energies in you that was keeping you very logical, or keeping you very firm in your ways, that didn't allow for you to really rip free into your purest form of sovereignty, into that lavish abundance of womb energy, right? Her bountiful beauty of destruction and beauty of creation energy, just the magic of life in the womb of the mother. energy, the wild woman inside of you. Again, whether you are a man or a woman, I know I'm saying wild woman because I am feeling a female energy, specifically feeling this calling, feeling like she needs to be here for this message. But I'm getting a lot of brothers in this space too, and the brothers is not here just to look at a pretty face. I'm literally feeling a massive collective of men coming to this realization of integrating the divine feminine energies in a way that is honoring the females in their life in a way that they haven't before, honoring the divine feminine within themselves in an integrated space that honors the cosmic mother. And in that, there's a bountiful and abundant circulation of liberation, getting a lot of spicy, sexual, sensual energies here. And so we're going to see what messages want to come through. Right? But embodying Kali's energy can be really intense, right? Can be scary even for some. I got goosebumps all over my whole body, but I'm really emotional too. I'm feeling so many emotions right now, just channeling this energy. So I'm really excited. So I was guided to start with the Whispers of Ganesh to open up this reading for you Capricorns, and then we're gonna go into some like tarot, and I did feel to pull out like some runes here, and they may be significant to you. I may or may not even fully elaborate on the meaning of them, just because there is certain messages that Spirit said it wants to speak to your subconscious mind, to bring that liberation from that, all the logics that we were talking about earlier, right? There may have been an amplification of logical thinking that is hindering you or keeping you in a space where like you're seeing growth, but it may not feel or appear as if it's a drastic growth, because you're thinking it too much, or you're overthinking or something like that, right? And let's just face it, Cappies, we're known to overthink at times, right? And so this is to like cross over that barrier, those boundaries that is in the logical mind. And if I tell it all, this I'm just channeling y'all right now, so like this is what they're saying, what I'm hearing, what I'm getting is like, if I tell it all to you, then you may not allow yourself to think for yourself or meditate on it, or allow for it to connect with you in the ways that it wants to connect with you, for the lessons and the growth that is going to amplify your spiritual abilities. And Spirit is in and of everything, and so these abilities will give you that access to be able to access all things with that ability. And I'm just the messenger, so take it how it resonates for you. Okay, that's a big, with great power comes great responsibility, right? All right, Cappies, let's get into it. So let's see here what messages here from the Whispers of Ganesh here. I was getting a lot of divine intervention and support, specifically guidance. This could be maybe like a guru coming in, or you tapping into your inner guru. This is just a very much a space and a time in which you're going to really be thriving in that love frequency of yours, like your natural state of love frequency. This is not about overthinking or putting yourself in a space where, maybe you're overly detoxing. There's something about over that I'm getting, like Spirit is like, I'm over it. I'm over it. Like you're doing too much, right? Or you was doing too much. And there's a lot of integration that you've been like processing here, and you're continuing to process, because they're saying like some of the integration is complete, but there's still some that's not fully complete, because it's not until this time now that you're going to extend into that greater version to integrate it. right? And this is definitely with the guru part. It's like you are your first guru, and well, source is your first guru, right? Like source is your connection, source is your teacher, right? And through source all things are possible. And so there's an area of your life that has been calling for you to either re-tap into again or tap into for the first time, in which you are natural on a soul level. You are a natural guru in this area, in this space, but your ego or physical body, or this part in your life, in your consciousness, may need some form of a remembrance in that space. And that is why you are being called to this space. And so like the saying is, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And when the student is truly ready, the teacher disappears, right? It allows for the student to do that. There's something about that here. So whether this guru is a book of remembrance or just through meditation, but I do feel like it's a conglomerate of a physical person coming into your life while you are simultaneously doing your meditation work, doing your breath work, doing your readings, right? And magnetically pulling and attracting this energy to you. So Ganesha has clear your energy with the number 16 here. 16 can be very symbolic. What I'm getting here with the clear your energy, I feel like there was a lot that did need to be decluttered. There was a lot that did need to be removed from your energetic space that is no longer serving you. Right? I feel like there are beings that you have detached from that may try to find their way at some point here in January, right? Because this is for the month of January. They may be trying to come around because you've been detoxing them, or you cleared, maybe you did some cord cutting or something. I feel like this was an energy that Spirit was telling you about, clearing your energy. And like you've been doing that. Get another. Yeah, for new beginnings. I love this. Y'all are definitely with the number 1. Y'all are definitely coming into, y'all had to clear some energies out of your mind, out of your auric field, to quantum leap into the timeline that is like of your highest and greatest good, right? That is filled with the abundance, that is connected to that which brings you joy, that which brings you liberation. There could have been some like limitations or stagnation or something like that in that old timeline. And for clear your energy, maybe some of you started to do that but didn't finish or something like that, or you've been getting called to do it and you feeling the call, you hearing the call, it's like in your face everywhere you go, but perhaps you haven't actually answered the call, and Spirit guided you here so you can hear it straight up from Spirit. And so if that's you, get your ass up and do that spiritual bath, get your ass up and clear your closet, declutter, remove, the junk, the essence. And I know like even, many people celebrate the Gregorian calendar and going into like the new year. But Cappies, by the way, happy birthday. I always say like the new year is on your birthday anyway. So like, for your new year, right? Like, what aren't you using anymore? What's not serving you? And maybe detox yourself from that, or release it, let it go, give it to somebody else, donate it, trash it out if it's trash, whatever it may be, but clear your energy. If you find yourself in really like stressful situations or environments that's a bit harsh, clapping is a form, clapping is a form of cleansing your energy as well. So like cleansing on your crown, behind and front, and you can do that front and back to your body, and then just stomp on the ground. Shake your hands, clear it out, right? Keep it pushing. Like if you can't do smudgings, if you can't, sometimes we don't have it in us we're not in the space that we can smudge, right? So like breath work, right, is a form of cleansing as well. So sometimes you just gotta like dust your shoulders off and be like, right? Clear it out. Let it go. Let it go. Right? There's a new beginning here happening for you that just I'm just it's in your inner knowing. It's vibrant. I'm getting vibrant. I'm getting a lot of rainbows, and I like in the beginning of the reading coming through for you, the rainbow immediately came through, and there was something about divine intervention. Yeah, divine intervention came through. It's something about connecting with the divine mother of fierce, or fierce mother, right? I'm actually going to share this card just because it was all the way on the other side and Spirit just like had me grab it here. And so I'm going to share this with you all. And it says, Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured in the midst of any apparent challenge or threat. No matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. And that is Divine Mother Fierce coming through here. Like I mentioned, there is either going into something that you practiced again and going to elevate it on the next level, or coming to it now, what seems in your physical realm as for the first time, but on a soul level, you are a natural guru in this space. You have mastered this before. You have done this before. But there's something about, no matter all the lifetimes that you have done it, in this lifetime, the way that you're accessing this is in a way that is going to expand your soul on a soul level. It's expansive. This power is a deep divine gift, for sure, that brings not only liberation to you, but divine intervention in the lives of others. Just your natural essence, by existing in this space, existing in the room, and being present, is a form of a divine intervention into their light code frequencies and their energetic signature, in which brings some sort of collaboration or recalibration here, so that they can get into divine alignment. It's something, that's why Kali wants to come through for you. And that's why there's a new beginning, and you not being afraid to clear your energy, to cut the cords, cut the people out, cut the bullshit out. What has your soul been guiding you to cut out? And that's why Kali wants to come through, because and I'm getting goosebumps all over again. Like, you fucking know. You have to clear this out. Some of you, like I mentioned, you just did this, or you're doing it now, right? And some of you just been getting the calling, and this is your remembrance to do it. But Capricorn, for the month of January, any fucking thing to cut out, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Let it go. Clear your energy. Focus on constantly clearing your energies, even if an energy attempts to quote unquote psychically attack or energetically overcross your boundaries. Keep yourself in your divine flow. Keep, like, you just by doing your affirmations and your commandings, your boundary settings before you even leave the house. I'm hearing Spirit say, like, every night before you go to bed, call back your power. Call back your power. So I call back my power from any timeline, round dimensions of existence, to be with me here and now in this space, to be in my fullness and oneness of true source divinity, right? And then anything else you want to add to that. And then every morning, Spirit is saying, do it again. Because you may be doing a lot of astral work and quote unquote dream time in the dream realm, in the astral realm. You may be doing a lot of work. And there's certain beings that they are afraid of their own healing and growth and karmas. Actually, I'm hearing like karmic repercussions. There's certain beings that they're afraid of their own karmic demise and repercussions that they have to they're being delivered, right? And so because they know that I mentioned earlier about your energy being a divine intervention and a safety, a form of protection or like recalibration, because they know that your life frequency has this code, whether it's conscious or subconscious to them, they have a knowing of your light codes. In that, they want to energetically attach themselves to you. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is being very specific right now with these messages. So, so anyway, they know that you have these light codes in that, and so they're wanting to have you, whether it's in the dream realm, spirit realm, astral realm, or in the physical, some way, shape, or form. Have even if it's by far the minutes, because I'm hearing like they don't even give you the bare minimum. Like this is someone that energetically knows, like, you know, they don't even need to be holding space in your life anymore, and there's a tether that they're trying to keep there with you, so that it kind of gives them some sort of security, because Spirit is actually moving you out the way to give them the full blow of their repercussions for everything that they have done. And Spirit said, you, Capricorn, whoever this message for, you don't deserve any of it, of what's coming for them. And so they had to remove you. They had to have you remove yourself as well, because you keep willingly go back, even through the divine interventions and moving, right? And so you have to allow yourself to clear yourself from this energy for your new beginning, for these doors to open up for you, which they are. Actually, Spirit's like, they're already, most of them are already open. Y'all just need to like step through. And I see y'all Capricorns doing that, right? But it's those that haven't seen the doors opening because they're still subconsciously or consciously tethered to that energy. And like I said, this could even happen in the dream realm. So, if you're dreaming with a particular person or something like that, or just maybe you're not remembering your dreams, but you're feeling tired, or you're thinking about somebody too much. Earlier in the reading, there was something about like overly, right? Like if you're obsessively thinking about a particular person, there's an energetic tether or something like that. And it's about going back to your liberation and your sovereignty with your energy. So when you wake up in the morning, call back your power, call back your energy to yourself again as well, starting the day and ending the night with calling back your power to get into that space. Before you leave the house, do whatever affirmations and prayers it is that you need to do to affirm you keeping your energy cleansed here. One more card from Ganesh. Oh, okay. Yes. Insight. Let's go. A few cards want to came out, so I'm going to show you all of them, but I'm going to show you the one card. So you have 5 cards. In the bottom of the deck, it came out like this. So it says childlike expressions and priorities here. So there could be something about inner child healing and expressing that innocence within yourself. And by expressing your childlike creativity and innocence, you tap in deeper to your inner senses, right? And also balancing that out with your priorities. Sometimes we give ourselves a lot of excuses to where we want to be immature at, but there's again that balance where Spirit is like, you don't have to over drown yourself in the, like, there could be something about your priorities that you've been stale in, that feels like it's not bringing you that joy anymore. It's not bringing you that satisfaction, or it just doesn't taste yummy. I really feel like, ugh, I want to just like spit, right? Like it's giving a bitter taste, even though it was something that like you did maybe enjoy before, or you do kind of enjoy that type of thing. But when you have to do it for yourself, it's not giving the same flavor. There's something about that, right? When it comes down to your priorities. So make it fun for you. How do you bring pleasure in the things that you love, right? Sometimes we just need to put things down, and sometimes we just need to find a new way of doing them. Of course, if this is something in your priority list, focus on your priorities, as this is going to allow for you to accomplish things, right? Capricorn, like, come on, yo, we the GOAT. We like to accomplish our goals. So it's funny, as above, so below, right? So like safety, there was something about safety, and also I guess with priorities here. So we have insight with the number 26, and then we have determination with the Muladhara here, with determination. So the root chakra and the ajna, the inner eye, the first eye here, right? So these two chakras could be having a massive collaboration and strong anointings process for you going on at this time, that's bringing communication to your other chakras, but also bringing a lot of deep groundingness and reflections for you, so that your visions come to reality here. So God don't give everybody the same vision. God don't give everybody the same message. Not everybody can see things the way you perceive it, and that's okay. That's for you to perceive it how you perceive it. You have the insight, you have the knowing, you have you see it, right? And then there's the determination, right? Where you know that this is for you. You know this is your soul's purpose. You know this is your path. And so you're determined to cut off whoever you gotta cut off, family, friend, foe, ex-lover, whatever. Right? We love them. You love them. We don't have to be bitter about it. And if you want to fucking feel bitter for just a moment, right? You're allowed to have a form of sacred rage. You're allowed to feel whatever emotions come up, whether it's anger, whether it's resentment, bitterness, frustration. You're allowed to feel these things. And Kali wants you to remember that it's okay to feel all the feels, right? Like sometimes we're so focused on reprogramming the mind to just be positive all the dang on fucking time, that we are our greatest fucking enemy. Like we are the ones that is creating an insecurity in our foundation, right? There's an inner knowing that being has been a hindrance to our prosperity. That being has been a hindrance to the stability of your life and the groundiness. So breathe into your ajna, breathe into your Muladhara, into your root chakra. Ground yourself into your body, into your senses, and trust yourself completely. Even if you make a mistake, everything is gonna be all right. Spirit is saying right now. All right, because of that divine intervention, your root chakra is being recalibrated. There's a groundiness here. They want you to remember to be safe. The safer you feel in your knowing, the safer you feel in your intuition, the safer you feel and you trust yourself, you honor yourself, you anoint yourself with this cleansing, right? Spirit is saying, confirmation. Spirit is saying to give you guys some herbs, so I'm going to do that in just a moment. But the root chakra is so, it's about your home. This is about your foundation, your longevity, your fight or flight. There's something about releasing the fears, and you're scared of yourself. There's a version of yourself, which is why maybe you were tapping into this energy and you were growing and expanding, and then things got woo, right? Like it really off with your head, right? Off with the ego, and expanded you into greater heights that perhaps scared you. And Spirit is saying, because of that, maybe you haven't tapped into it as deeply as you could, or something like that. But you're coming into a space where not only are you going to revisit that space, but you're going to expand even deeper than you thought you can go before. And this is because you've been there, done that in the space that you did. So even though it scared your physical self, now you're no longer scared. Throughout that time, there has been maybe some months, years, time, space, whatever, that has come and passed, that has given you little surges of that energy, or little awakenings and little reminders, right? To show you that you can get through this, and to help eliminate your fears by greater understanding. And they're being very specific about understanding versus the understanding, or even overstanding. They just want you to be in the standing on it with determination. Here, I'm loving this energy. Oh, yeah. So the root chakra, Lam. Lam. You might want to listen to these frequencies. All right. And you can do this in so many different ways, just like unking your energy in. For those of you, quick plug in, y'all. For those of you who don't know, it's a love donation of 1111, and I will be sharing breathing techniques to unk in your energy for integration as well. So for those of you who may be interested, feel free to reach out to me, and that is going to be happening January 11th, the day before the lunar nodes shift into Pisces. And so that's enough about that. Just wanted to share that in. But the Ajna energy here as well. This is, allow yourself to meditate in between your eyebrows area. Focus your eyes, your inner eyes on there. If it hurts, that's okay. Allow yourself to feel the cleansing in that space. All right. And the other cards that fell out, Spirit is saying just for me to show you, this is with the cleansing, with the clearing, and you tapping in to your root chakra and your ajna. This is the energy that is surrounding that is behind the scenes. And the reason why I'm not going to focus too much on it, it goes back to the subconscious messages that Spirit wants to show you. And so you have the number 44 with blessings here coming through, Capricorn. You have the numbers moving on up, right? From 44, we go to 45 with prosperity. And the Spirit said, don't be a punk about it. Not in that way, but like, don't be a punk about it. Step into that space that is your wild woman, that is liberated from other people's opinions, that is fierce, right? Like the fierce mother. That was maybe a little bit scary to you once upon a time, because you got spiritual protection around you with the number 20. So whoever had to leave your life, they could have been a spiritual blockage, or of finances or money, or some sort of abundance and prosperity that wanted to come through. But Spirit was like, because every time I try to give you this, you give it to them, or they try to hijack your psyche or manipulate you or something like that, and you give it away to them. You give it away, your power, to them energetically. This can be an ability, like I mentioned, a spiritual ability, or this could be tangible things. But Spirit said for me to get out of this. Remember, this is for you to see. So thank you. I'm going to move forward to the other cards here for ya, Capricorn. I really like how this energy is happening here and the messages that's coming through for you. I'm going to take a sip of my tea for just a moment, y'all. Thank you to everyone who supports, who is here live or watching the replay. For anyone who does decide to send donations or even participate in any workshops that I may have, I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Y'all are a big reason as to why I get to be a service to others, why I get to do my life purpose with gratitude, right? Because y'all are here. Y'all are here to receive the messages that Source is giving to you. You heard your soul's calling to be here for whatever message, and you're here. And I thank you for allowing me to be a divine vessel, a divine messenger, to be utilized by the Most High to assist in any which way possible for souls to ascend to their highest and greatest good, however that may be, even if I don't get to physically see it or I guess somewhat be a part of it, but energetically I am, and I thank you for that. So I'm going to take a sip here, and I'm going to continue on with the cards here. Yeah. Oh my God. So I remixed my cacao tea, and I had some ayahuasca flowers, some cappy flowers. They're so good, and I added it to my cacao. Oh my goodness, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. Source truly is capable of all things. Love is a divine frequency that overcomes all things. It's only when we let our egos get mixed into it, and ego serves its purpose too. I love you, ego, for serving your purpose and your defense mechanisms. You do what you do. It just tastes so good. All right, so this is the Kali deck. I'm gonna do the tarot first, but herbs. So I was getting certain herbs. So again, if you've been feeling called to do cleansing, specifically clearing your energy, like I mentioned the clapping earlier, resins is going to be a big thing. Now everyone has their own particular situations going on, so there's going to be like different herbs or different resins that's going to serve major purposes for you in your clearing. But I am getting like allowing yourself to, even if you have to get the oil or put it in a spray bottle, or like if you're able to burn it, like the frankincense, definitely tapping in with frankincense energy. I'm also getting benzoin here. So herbs, yeah, going back to the herbs, there's a big thing about like peppermint, cilantro. I love working, coriander specifically, which is cilantro also, but coriander is coriander. I'm saying it wrong, but yeah. Coriander has a lot of love frequency energy. I really like that here. There's something about connecting with apples also, and allowing yourself to shed like a snake. Something about a recalibration about whether it's a fear of snake or your conscious way of thinking about snakes. Something like that here. I feel like as you go into the meditation with the serpent energy, your eyes are going to go through a shift, because there's going to be a shift in consciousness here, inner awakening here. I like this energy. Yeah. So with this shift, it's going to open your sight to divine cosmic insight, divine knowledge, in which surpasses the logics. because the logics is going based on what has been already indoctrinated or told. There's a reason why these stories are told, because the game plays how it plays, because it is programmed. There's certain beings in the cosmos that are programmed to play in that, to play that game specifically that way. And so having the awareness or the knowledge of it is fine. But there's a cosmic knowledge that surpasses the logics of all the history that has been shared. And it's in the quantum fields, in the quantum realms, because there's been so much quantum manipulation that has occurred in many psyches for quite some centuries now. It's not until you tap into this. So I'm getting like really, really, really tapping into that frequency here. Without fear is going to break you from indoctrinations that are hindering you from the wholeness of your divinity, of your divine insight here. And again, there's a big remembrance of not giving a fuck what anybody else has to say or think about it, because source don't give everybody the same message in the same way, but it's an inner knowing. You're gonna know what to slay and what not to slay, but as long as you are not letting your fears get the best of you. So there's something about, this is why when you talk about being safe, when you affirm that you are safe and you do the grounding work, and you're standing on your square, you allow yourself to feel safe regardless of what realm, frequency, vibration, dimension you are accessing. Yeah. For some of you, I'm also getting basil. You may have a strong connection with basil. And they're saying like connecting with the herb that is calling to you. Like I'm literally hearing spirit say like there's somebody that they're getting a particular herb. I'm not sure if it's like cat's claw or catnip, something like that. That I guess I didn't mention earlier, but it's very significant to you. Like Spirit's been calling you to work with it. Spirit is saying like work with it for like at least a month. Like that particular herb specifically. This could be for your cleanses. I'm hearing for like everything, like anointing, your space, your candles. Some of y'all are gonna smoke it. I'm not sure. I'm just a messenger. Take what resonates. If it resonates, it resonates. Do your own research here. And so we're going to move forward to the cards. So we have the Two of Pentacles here. So you may have, remember I was talking about like Spirit was wanting to remove you from a situation so you don't get backlash from it. There's a repercussion or cosmic, karmic, clearing that's happening, right? So Spirit had to move these karmics out of your life so that you can tap into the dimension or to the timeline that's serving your greatest good here, right? But with this person in your life, there was a boomerang effect or something like that here. All right? I'm getting like there would have been backlash, whiplash here, some sort of like you wasn't gonna get like hit major, but there would have been something there because of the tether. There would have been some sort of thing. So you have to make a decision so that you can balance out your life and put yourself in liberation. You have to make a decision to let go. But this is also about, in the beginning of the live, I was talking about over, and Spirit was like, I'm fucking over it. Like maybe you're overthinking or you're oversharing, you're over explaining, you're over doing, right? You're overplaying your part, whatever it is. There's something about Spirit like, yo, I'm fucking over it. Like I'm over it. Like, this is divine intervention coming in, removing this shit from you so that you can actually, like, bring some balance into your life, because you're overly consuming yourself in the space that is hindering you now. Now it's a hindrance. So this, for some of you, this is about deciding to quantum leap into that other timeline here. And for others of you, this is about bringing some, remember we were talking about the priorities, right? Thank you. Yeah, the priorities and bringing pleasures in your priorities. So like maybe you've been like overworking and not allowing yourself like playtime, or you just been like over parenting and over like, maybe you haven't allowed yourself to have fun with your inner child energy, and you just been overly consumed in certain other places. And there's something about balancing out your schedule for priorities, pleasure, right? Fun, work, allowing yourself to have that balance here, because all work and no play doesn't bring it's a thief of joy, right? It's a thief of joy. Comparison and always trying to I gotta do better than my past, I gotta do better than now for my future, right? Is becoming a thief of joy for you. And there's something about needing to restructure your priority list here, and do so with pleasure. Bring pleasure back into your life here. Yes, and then you have the Priestess of Wands here, and I really like this energy here. And in the beginning, I saw the rainbow, so y'all, there's something about like the pot of gold and the rainbow and the promise here. Like, this is really beautiful energy coming through here with Wands energy. So this is about your creativity. This is about really tapping into your sexuality, your sensuality here. Again, the wild woman energy, right? And allowing like your spiritual messages, your channels to come through in a way that's like, yeah, you know what? I'm allowed to be raging, and raging doesn't have to be angry. Like, those are two different things. She knows how to walk with her beast, and there's a like, I know how to be wild, but also control myself. Because she's balanced. She said, long hair don't care. Tapping into your inner magic here. All right, let me get one more card, Spirit, here. What does Capricorn need to know for the month of January, y'all? What does Capricorn need to know for the month of January here? I really like this energy here. Spirit is saying tap into your magic. Tap into your magic bag here. Thank you, Spirit. Well, this card flipped over too, so I'm going to get that. But there's one that came down. So here. Ooh, we have the moon. Yes. So the full moon, the new moon, or even your lunar return, that will be whatever moon sign and the degrees and stuff that your moon is in your natal chart. Your moon return could be significant to you. All right. Connecting with water. This could also be your menstruation. All right. Tapping into the dream realm, specifically Piscean energy. This can be like some love frequencies coming in while Venus is in Pisces here. This could also be, like I mentioned, your menstrual blood. This could be ancestors coming through here. Or tapping into your intuition deeper, your psychic abilities, and awakening of that. Doing dream work, whether and I'm getting specifically like tapping in deeper to lucid dreaming here. You might be working with certain herbs. I am getting, if you haven't already watched that video, Capricorns, there may be certain messages, whether it's in the general or in a certain other, maybe your sun, your moon, your rising, whatever. There's another message in the Venus and Pisces video that I just recently did. for you to go back and listen to, you're gonna know. So I don't know what it is right now, but I'm kind of just hearing that message here for you. So there may be certain messages there from Venus and Pisces energy that's coming through here from the womb space. And then the other card that was upside down, I love this. So the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there may have been a betrayal here. There may have been an imprisonment. There was something about liberating yourself, right? Like there could have been somebody trying to trap you or imprison you or hold you hot. Like I don't know. It's not hostage per se, but like maybe you were holding yourself hostage because you love this person or something like that. Like maybe you were given a lot of excuses or something like that. But there was some sort of like betrayal here. There was some sort of this could also be what I'm hearing from for some of you was like removing a curse. Like maybe somebody did have some spell work or something done on them, and the energy clearing was you actually clearing the spell work is kind of what I'm hearing. For some of you, obviously take what resonates. I'm not here to like fear monger or anything like that. I'm just a messenger. But there could have been some psychic attacks that you overcame. If you look, like the way that I'm seeing this is like if it's literally like one person lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So this could have been a generational curse. This could have been just something that you lived through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and you're over it. Like you're over it. Like spirit was saying, I'm over it. Like your higher self could be like, I'm fucking over it. Like how many lifetimes are we gonna go through this story? How many lifetimes are we gonna do this? How many generations? How many times in this lifetime? Girl, boy, get over it. Like we're over it. New story. Literally, none of the swords are actually touching. So like in the traditional right away, all the swords are in the person's back. In this card, what I love about this is like even the wave, the tsunami, like there is whatever tried to attack, it can no longer attack you nor the future generations. Y'all are over the betrayal. Y'all are over the spiritual attacks. Y'all are over that influence, that currency that was trying to drown y'all, that was trying to really knock y'all down. This has a lot of deep meanings here is how I'm seeing this. Like you would rather take a leap of faith and jump into this other space than to keep playing into that storyline. Some of y'all may have a strong connection with Sirius or like even with the sirens specifically. Yeah, and then we have the priestess in the bottom with cups, the priestess of cups here. So water is very significant for you guys right now. And look, she is a mermaid. I just noticed that right now too. Like she's a mermaid. I've seen it before, but I just forgot for a moment. There's something about breaking out of generational curses. Okay. Here. What does Kali? All right, y'all. We're going to get into Kali's message here now. Spirit is saying, like, get into that. This is also allowing yourself the liberation from that fear, right? There was, like, that fear. Off with your head. She keeps saying, off with your head. Domestic violence survivor. Oh, you are so strong. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you here. Yeah, no more of that timeline, right? And you get to share your story to help others also, but not stay trapped in the story either, right? What message does Kali want to share with the Capricorn collective for the month of January? And I am going to read from the book, y'all. Just Give me a moment here, yeah. There we go. Yeah, remember I said there was something about guys coming in. I'm getting told to pull 2. So I'm going to do one more here. This is very interesting because I feel like there may be there was something that I said about some people already doing the clearing, and that's moving on and in that, and then the people that are just getting that call. So one more. Is there another message? I'm gonna do that here. The number 36 is coming through. And this is with balancing out that I was talking about earlier. So even with the 2 of Pentacles, what I forgot, thank you, was balancing out of the feminine and masculine energies. That I said that earlier in what other message for the other collective of Capricorn here, for whatever messages. If not, I'm gonna just do that one, because that one came out really fast. One more time, and if not, it's just that one here. Yep, I knew it. Okay, yeah, boom. We have 2 cards. I knew it. I felt it. So wow. And numbers, right? So we have 35 and 36 as the numbers, and the number 1 and the bottom of the deck here with Smashana. I love her energy here. So remember, Spirit wanted me to show y'all some things for your psyche to connect with here. All right. Arthur of Kali. What I'm feeling with this energy here is the divine masculine energy in you that has always been successful in protecting you, in providing for you, whether you are conscious of it or not. If you are a man, or if this is pertaining to a specific man, this can be an energy that he embodies. There's something about not giving up. Not giving up on yourself. The masculine listens to when the divine feminine tells him when to move. In this space is his knowing when to move. There's something about you are strong and resilient. This is about hitting your mark fiercely and confidently with this new beginning energy. This was an energy that was helping you clear out your energy here. Clear your energy. There's a collaboration between Clear Your Energy and Author of Kali with the number 36. So I'm going to read that. All right, y'all. So I just want you to take a moment here and just gaze at the image, connect with it, see what messages come in for you at this time. Again, whether you are male or female, this is coming from the divine masculine energy of Kali, of the divine masculine energies in you. So it says here, Artha of Kali. Her heart contains the seeds of your soul and complete awareness of the divine destiny she has always intended for you. There is a sacred purpose for which you were born and a meaningful, divinely protected pathway for you to fulfill it. Only you can decide to put your faith and your commitment into that path and to take one step at a time in honoring what has value to your heart, turning into her loving plan. In taking those steps, the pathway will reveal itself, and you shall attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. Now, I'm going to keep reading, but that's what I was feeling in regards to the root chakra and the ajna. Is like that clear knowing that you have a of your soul's purpose, and just keeping the determination and staying grounded in that knowing that you are protected, right? To do what it is that you came here to do. All right. It says, when the heart is ready, a compelling question arises. For what purpose was I born? The sacred feminine within the heart knows how to grow and evolve organically and instinctively. There is a sacred masculine energy within the heart too. It yearns to manifest meaningful truth, to protect that which is worthy, and to dedicate our efforts towards a clear purpose. It provides for our loved ones and creates a safe place within where the feminine values of love and connection can thrive. As that masculine energy grows and evolves within the soul, it expresses a desire to accomplish these aims for a broader community and a higher purpose. For the methods of creative expression and a spiritual exploration that gives our lives clear direction. And emotional fulfillment. In our intellectually driven society, we prefer to know the destination first and then become somewhat willing to trust what we are making progress, provided we feel in control of where we are going. However, the truth of the manifestations of life purpose is somewhat different. The often painful first step is to give up our strange hold on the how, when, where, who, and what. Only then can we drop into an instinctive, more intuitive way, which is guided from the feminine wisdom within. Then we can truly be making spiritual progress towards manifestation and fulfillment on every level. At these times, the rational mind is struck by the notion that it has no idea what, if anything, is happening. This is when the inner masculine needs to trust in the inner feminine. There may be some healing work required for that trust to be generated. I mentioned that earlier, that some of y'all may be operating from a more hyper masculine energies that needs to balance out with the feminine energy. All right. Such healing can ask you to have the courage and wisdom to move beyond the intellectual assessment of what you think you should be doing and your self-created ideas about what evidence of success you should have manifested by now. You will need to shift from assessing your self-healing journey. You will be asked to allow yourself to grow into the path you are seeking. The acorn doesn't appear much like an oak tree, but it knows how to become one. You will have to trust in the innate intelligence of your own healing process and soul knowing. Only then can you be sure you will not miss your purpose nor attempt to climb mountains not meant for you and that cannot bring you benefit, happiness, or peace. Artha, however, is not only about purpose. It is also about the capacity to accomplish our task. And that means necessary to do so. And the means necessary to do so. The universe provides all such means, from emotional learning to financial support. To be able to relax and receive such generous grace, we must be on our authentic path and may also need to resolve painful experiences that have taught us to distrust. Many people have a complex set of beliefs about emotional and material support. These are largely inherited, often not particularly functional, and yet adapted without reflection. I'm going to read that one more time, that last part. These are, many people have a complex set of beliefs about emotional and material support. These are largely inherited, often not particularly functional, and yet adapted without reflection. We can struggle to realize that we can choose whether to hold on to those beliefs or to let them go in favor of a different, perhaps more generous, kind, and favorable viewpoint. That's this energy here. Overcoming. That shit ended with the generations before. That don't got nothing to do with me here. Let's keep going. All right. The oracle asks you to consider that your belief systems are not a reflection of an invaluable reality, but an expression of the best way you could deal with your past. You owe no allegiance to a belief system. It either supports you or does not. To allow yourself to be supported brings benefit to all beings. Give yourself permission to do the inner work necessary to open your mind to a more beautiful belief system. As Kali is rebirthing energy, it is time to dispense with the past, especially if there has been wounds around a lack of security. The oracle guides you to open your heart and your mind to the reality of the material means necessary for your continued development being provided. Even if you're struggled in the past, Artha of Kali brings assurance that you are capable of a genuine material and spiritual prosperity. You can manifest that which has real meaning to your heart. You are forging your own authentic path that will bring you fulfillment on all levels and bring positive spiritual repercussions. Didn't I say something about repercussions? Yeah, I can't make this shit up even if I fucking wanted to. For all beings, that will bring you fulfillment on all levels and bring positive spiritual repercussions for all beings too. If you have reached a block or dead end on the path, trust that you have the strength to overcome it. It may not be through attempting to force something to happen in the material world, so much as working on reframing your beliefs and approach so that they are in complete alignment with your inner values. That takes incredible strength and trust in yourself. Going through that process creates spiritual integrity and alignment. Even the greatest willpower to make things happen will fall short of what is necessary to manifest your most beautiful, sacred fulfillment without such inner spiritual integrity. Trust that the promise of your sacred success is being fulfilled through every challenge and blessings. If you would like to do the invocation ritual, you can say the following. Beloved Kali, I call upon your divine feminine wisdom and the divine masculine power that arises to protect it with discernment, strength, and courage. I ask for your assistance in all ways, including your blessings of spiritual and material prosperity. May I move beyond my conditioning into unobstructed authenticity and spiritual integrity, to joyfully and gracefully manifest my true purpose, bringing spiritual benefit to all beings. Jama Kali. Speak to Kali Ma from your heart about any and all concerns you have. No matter how big or small they may seem, know that your words are being received and the answers are already unfolding in grace. Imagine your words swirling and dissolving into her vast black presence. Out of that presence, a strong masculine energy arises like a gleaming silver sword. This energy is protective and powerful. It is your inner sovereignty to decide, to choose, to cast aside, to protect and respect. And it is the power of determination and focused commitment. Recognize this as a part of who you are. The silver sword can be held in your dominant hand. Feel the strength of it. Then allow it to dissolve into your soul as a gleaming silver light. Finish with your hands in prayer mode. You have completed your ritual. Woo-wee, what an intense and powerful meditation and invocation that is if you do decide to do this. Oh my gosh, we're going to go to the other card and then I'm going to pull the runes and the other message here to close out the space. But wow, this is such a beautiful part of your journey, Capricorn, that I'm just in awe. There's so much emotions of divine intervention, protection, and truth that is being invoked, and that you embody in your DNA that you share with others. And this is actually happening for you and to you, around you also, so that it can be strengthened and it can be integrated and allow yourself to be in a deeper space of true sovereignty, true authenticity, a deeper space of truth for you. More true than you knew truth to be. And I love that for you. All right, for the other collective who this may resonate for, you have Kalika Tantrika. I love this energy here. So take what resonates, y'all. You will know which is your collective. You will know what messages are for you, and trust in your soul to always, always, always guide you to the time spaces that you need to be for the lessons to learn. And that you will know through healthy discernment of what to do with that information once it is revealed to you, right? Just because source presents it to you for whatever purpose at that time doesn't mean it has to always stay with you or be with you. Sometimes it's just to bring to your awareness for remembrance of your sovereignty, for remembrance of your free will, your determination, your dedication to your soul's purpose, right? Sometimes it's for you to say no, and sometimes it's for you to say yes. And you're the one that's going to be able to make that choice and that decision. But nonetheless, when you are truly in connection with the Most High, you know that you are divinely guided and protected to receive the messages for you wherever they may go, and from whoever the messages is. Right. So it says, Kalika Tantrika, our wild mother goddess overcomes duality, resting in the sweet spot of integration, healing, and creativity. She facilitates the overcoming of tension and conflict, birthing sacred solutions and evolution into greater bliss. Kalika Tantrika is Kali, the tantric queen. She overcomes all karma, realigns pathways when we have revered off course, reverses the momentum of negative uses of free will, and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. Her presence announces significant change and positive improvements in all areas of your life, especially your spiritual life. Oh, I knew there was another card. I knew there was two different collectives in this space, but sharing a divine message of that. I love this energy. I'm going to keep reading, Capricorn. Y'all are fucking popping right now. Just saying. I know. All right. The Tantra of Kali is the teaching of the immanence of the goddess. Her appearance in a reading indicates a time when the feminine principle must be in the dominant position. This is not a declaration that the feminine is superior. It is equal to the masculine, yet different. It is a recognition that the feminine is holding and birthing energy to shift from one way, paradigm, or political structure. The feminine must lead. As Kali, she disrupts negative power structures and holds the space for something completely new to emerge from the rubble. The simplest way to describe the immanence of the goddess is that it's the deep respect for intuitive knowing and action taken on the non-rational, yet deeply insightful instincts of the heart. This is not about being emotionally reactive. There are multiple expressions of this sacred tantric inversion. Placing the sacred feminine in the leadership position and deconstructing patriarchy. We practice it when listening to our intuition, with complete courage rather than going against our inner knowing for the sake of logic. Another, revising the flow of what has been generated. This may mean halting a path you wanted to travel, but have now come to realize it is not honoring your heart. It could be a breaking down of what has been established because it has become too restrictive and needs to be rebuilt in a new way, or perhaps released altogether. Remember that which appealed to the caterpillar is not going to tempt the butterfly. As the soul evolves, our needs and desires often undergo a profound transformation too. Tantric teachings resonate less with clean, tidy, and mythological approaches, and more with the wild, spontaneous, shamanic energies innately tuned to and responsive to life. The primal forces of the feminine is moving you along your soul's journey at present. To tune into that primal power requires loosening the mental grip over your life. Allow for more space, more flexibility. If your schedule is so tightly wounded that every minute is accounted for, set the intention to slacken the reins. The feminine needs freedom. She cannot be cramped into minimal spaces and expected to thrive. If you try to control her, she will rebel, and when she is Kali, her rebellious tropical kingdoms, it is possible to heal and transform, even radically, without evoking her wrathful nature. If you are open to her guiding presence. Her wrath is love. Her wrath is love, so we need not to fear it. But it can certainly be a welcome change of pace for powerful shifts to be able to happen with grace and ease. When Kali Tantrika arrives in your reading, you are encouraged to listen to your gut and allow for wisdom to emerge. Act according to instinct and let go of methods that do not resonate with your heart. Even if your mind tells you that not following these methods will lead to failure. The Tantra of Kali is the practice of unconditional trust in the feminine. Her ways are unpredictable, apparently ever-changing, and when she manifests as Kali, if you try to pin her down and control her, she's likely to lop off the offending appendage. Instead, we submit to her, entering into the black void of possibilities and not knowing the realization that even when we don't know what is going on, the divine feminine does. If we willingly open to her sacred knowledge, rather than try to impose our will and logic and desire upon her, she will show us what is going to work best. This is a time when the heart knowing must lead above the intellectual assessments of things. It is also when we are best moved by a greater guiding intelligence rather than doggedly sticking to a plan and trying to assess ourselves. The feminine is not as direct in her approach as the masculine. Her seeds germinate in darkness. Her creative methods are not always seen, yet powerful. The oracle brings encouragement that even though it seems like your will is being thawed, or even though it seems like or even though it seems like your will is being thawed, or you are not getting what you want right now, or you just wish you could have clarity and know your direction, you are still making progress. Things are coming together in the best way, and something is growing that is aligned with the divine plan you are born to fulfill. You are encouraged to restore your inner energies and move when you feel inspired rather than thrusting forward in attempt to make progress. The goddess knows what she is doing. Her actions will benefit you and all beings profoundly. Allow her to have her way. If you want to take a moment here, you can pause or come back and replay. This is the invocation ritual for those of you who resonate with this part of the message here. And the invocation says, place your hands at your lower belly. Sense the energies that stir and swirl into life when you place your loving, non-judging attention beneath your hands. Allow your awareness to move deeply beneath your hands as if you are moving into a vast, oceanic realm of feminine being within your body. No matter what your biology or gender may be, you can settle and meditate within this feminine presence. Perhaps that presence is gentle ocean waves rising and falling in rhythmic lullaby, or raging storms with flashes of lightning and shredding thunder. Be with what is. Sense the grounding as your mental energies begin to descend into the belly and gather there. Returning to the primordial and restorative ocean of consciousness deep within the sacral chakra. Say the following prayer. Ja Kali, I drop into the realm of deep wisdom located in the belly. I feel your guidance for the innate pattern of intelligence, spiritual becoming that exists within my soul and knows how to manifest itself to fulfillment for the benefit of all beings. I open to your blessings. I let go of that which I have held on to more than I have trusted in you. Ja Kali. Allow any residual tension or stress to melt away. Be in the quiet bliss of peaceful, authentic, inner divine communion. Place your hands in prayer. You have completed your ritual. I'm going to give you all just a moment here to just breathe with this energy before I pull the last subconscious energies for you to reflect on. I'm not going to interpret these. These are for your interpretations. I invite you here to take a deep inhale through your nose. Give yourself gratitude for being in this space, and exhale love. Thank you for existing. I feel like the messages went complete full circle with everything I was saying in the channeled messages here. So again, whether you are part of the masculine or female collective, this energy about the feminine and masculine energies, it's loud, it's clear, it's direct, and I love this message coming through for you. So let's see here. All right. So we have the number 3. Okay. Twice. So we have another 3. That could also be 33, can be significant. Or 333. Okay. We have the number 2. And we have the number 6. So 26 can also be significant because we did have the card 26 come out earlier. I think with Ganesh, if I'm not mistaken. So 2 and 6 individually, or 26 can be a thing. The moon also came out in tarot, and the moon is also here coming out. So your moon placement could be significant. Gemini energy can be playing a big role. Maybe you're a Gemini, maybe your mother, your father is a Gemini. We know Jupiter is in Gemini right now as well. But Gemini in general, there could be a Gemini around you, masculine, something that's for you to interpret. We have Venus. Remember, Venus was coming through in the collective. Spirit told me sun, moon, right? Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, or even Venus. So this could be pertaining to Venus and Pisces, or your Venus can be, maybe your Venus is in Gemini, their Venus is in Gemini, or your Venus is in Capricorn. Whatever the case may be, this could also be just some sort of communication from Venus. So take that how it resonates. We do have Piscean energy. Here I just saw that now, which did land next to the Venus, and Venus is in Pisces right now. So this could be a major message with Venus and Pisces energy. And it did come out earlier to watch the video with Venus and Pisces for additional messages that I did. So I highly recommend that y'all watch the replay after this live here. And then we're going to see here what magic spark wants to come out for you here. Yeah. So I like these because they look like matches. And it's make a room spray using water infused with crystals, essential oils, or herbs. We had clear your energy. So Spirit is saying like this could be making your own like Florida water spray or energy cleansing spray. I do it all the time. I have them all the time. Yeah. I actually, that's a good idea. Thank you. So yes, make room spray using water infused with crystals, essential oils, or herbs. Is a spiritual task that Spirit has for you here. All right. And I'm not going to interpret this rune. This is for you. If it resonates for you to connect with, look it up on your own. Or I'll just give you the general keywords to it. We're going to go with that one. A lot of these came out here. We're just taking one. Here we go. That's funny because this one was right here and that's the one that wanted. That's the one that fell out. And that's the top one. So let me take it. Yep. All right. So you actually have two. That song is in my head. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavidorvanenyam is I'm singing it with a different tone because I was hearing it with another artist and the flow of it is so different. All right, are you gonna come out? Because I know this one was right on top and this one fell out, so this is more than likely gonna be the message. Oh, that was right. Okay. So, we're going to go with this one first, which looks like this. All right. And this is Hara. This is the harvest, profit, reaping the benefits, fertility, cycles, sequence of movement. It requires diligent work, strengthens and consolidates your results when it's the final rune at the end of a formula. It eliminates obstacles and allows you to get the most out of your efforts. Any repeating events and situations in life until you learn the lesson. A change of season or a transition from one deed to another. It helps you live in harmony with yourself. Helps open the soul to new love or get pregnant. It will help you attract money for your projects or business in which you have invested a lot of time and work into. Assists in legal matters. Helps to accurately calculate time. And the other one is the X. And this is Gebel. This is about relationships or binding energies, a balance of giving and receiving, a gift, magical exchange, partnership, love, or friendships. It's connected to receive, to union. It helps balance spiritual and physical principles. It will end any internal conflicts. Teaches how to manage time effectively. It connects you with business alliance. It brings you equilibrium. The balance of two opposites. Sacrifice and payment for it. Internal peace, communication, and friendships. Prevents mistakes in choosing a partner. Helps establish connection with higher powers and abilities, paving a way to the most ancient and wisest part of your soul. Oh, Capricorn, I love this energy for you all. Happy birthday. Happy New Year for yourselves, right? And happy January. This is all I have for you. I look forward to reading the comments and seeing what January turns out to be for you, if any of this resonated with you. Please share it down below in the comments and share this video with your other fellow Capricorns. And until next time, peace, y'all.